So, your job for today is to take your 6 photos and edit them, make them better, make them pop, make them look interesting to look at. And Josh actually turned in a few, and so I asked him if I could share it with you. He took some really great shots, right? So we got the look back. We've got your grandma, yeah, right here, for the head and the shoulders. And he's already processed them, and I just want to throw it out there. Again, you've been working with Photoshop for a while now, so let's try some of those tricks that I've been showing you and some of the things that you've learned, okay? Now, we have one layer here, and I'm going to move my layer window out. On the other picture, again, we just have one flat layer. So, let's see, for this one, portraits, I want you to try converting the picture into black and white. Because sometimes if we do black and white, it kind of brings out the face a little bit more because the background kind of gets faded away. And let's just see how that works. So I'm going to go up to layer, and I'm going to do an adjustment layer. Now remember, these adjustment layers, they're not permanent. So it's a great way to edit. So I'm going to click on the black and white adjustment layer. When I do that, it has me give it a name. I don't care what the adjustment layer is named. So I'm just going to leave it at black and white 1. And then we have properties over here that allow us to change how it converts the red pixels, the yellow, the green, all these different colors. And so we're just going to try and edit this a little bit more. See if we can get a little bit more clarity on the image. There we go. We can also do another adjustment layer. Let's do levels. Let's do levels to this. Again, our levels will pop up right here. You see how that changes the image a little bit. What we're left with is a much more dramatic, kind of grainy picture. And I'll show you the history right here. This is what it used to look like. Let's take away the properties. Let's bring up the history window a little bit so minimize this other stuff. Oops. There we go. This one. So you almost have like 2 totally different tones for this picture. You got this one in color. You have this one black and white. Again, this is your time right now to edit your photos to see what kind of, images you can create. I would say that these are 2 totally different tones, 2 totally different images, and I would turn in the one that I would want. Okay, let's go back here. Now for this one, I don't know, it's kind of like we've got this light source over here it's kind of hazing everything. So I think what I'm going to do, first off, I'm going to go to layer. And again, using adjustment layers is perfect for this process because if I don't like it, I just take away that adjustment layer in the layer window. So I'm going to go up here to adjustment layer. I'm going to go here to vibrance. Now vibrance allows us, here's the settings for vibrance. It's in the properties window. Allows us to either kind of punch up the colors, making them more dramatic, or almost sucking the color out of the image. Same thing with saturation. So I think I want to take down everything. I'm going to go back to adjustment layers. I'm going to do levels again. I like levels. So that took care of the haze. Let's go back. Let's try black and white. kind of crazy how you can see the exact color it's messing with. In some pictures, it doesn't have a whole lot of that color. The blue definitely did. So we have a much more dramatic looking black and white photo. You know what? Maybe I want to do a layer style. Or no. Yeah, let's do a layer style. Color overlay. Now, what the color overlay does, you can pick any color you want, and it treats that whole picture like, look at this. It looks like we're on the face of the sun or something, or Mars or whatever. It's your blue period. Look at that. Kind of looks like the Old West. So just by going through those few layer styles, adjustment layers, I've created, again, two totally different pictures than what was turned in. And that is the challenge to you today, is to play around with these settings. You can start with a picture like this and see where you go. Okay? I want all 6 pictures, bless you, saved as JPEGs. So everybody look up at the board. When you save your image, you're going to go up here to File, and you're going to do Save a Copy. Because this image, this Photoshop file, has a bunch of layers. So if I go up here to go to File and click Save, it's going to want to save it as a Photoshop format file. That's because it's going to want to keep all the layers, and that's fine. You could save it as a Photoshop file, but I want you to turn in JPEGs today to the assignment. So you're going to go to File. You're going to Save as a Copy. Now, when you save as a copy, you still have this menu right here for where you're saving. Make sure you save on the desktop. So I'm going to click Desktop right there. All right. The format is going to be a JPEG format, not 2000, not stereo, right? You're going to do JPEG, just flat out JPEG, and you're going to give it a name and churn that image in that way, okay? So I want you to save as JPEGs to churn in. You can save as Photoshop files to keep the file with all the layers for the future. If you want to go back to this later on, you're going to need that. But to turn in for the assignment, you're going to need JPEGs. Any questions? No? All right, cool. Let's get to it.